All right, guys, get out your Kleenexes, your tissues, take a screenshot because this is going to be the last lesson I'm going to teach of this school year. I know, it's sad. It's also going to be one of the fastest lessons I've taught this school year. This is the fall of the USSR. So this is all kind of on the backs of those glasnost and perestroika reforms that Gorbachev makes. In 1986, he assumes power and puts those into place. Then the Chernobyl nuclear plant incident, which I'm sure you guys have heard a good bit about, but it's just huge disaster and malfunction of the nuclear plant that the Russian government at first tries to cover up. It of course gets uncovered. It's a huge embarrassment nationally and really symbolizes the fall of the USSR's ability to keep things under wraps and their ability to continue to make technological advancements. In 1987, the Intermediate Nuclear Missiles Treaty gets signed between Gorbachev and Ronald Reagan, and that really is the end of the arms race in the Cold War. So those are two huge stepping points. In 1989, because of that glasnost and perestroika reforms, revolutions and uprisings start happening as people sense a weakening of the USSR. Poland and Hungary, East Germany, Bulgaria, Czechoslovakia, and Romania all begin to rebel against the USSR. The Lithuanian communists declare themselves independent of the USSR. So these are all those Soviet satellite states, because remember, the USSR wasn't just Russia at this time. It included almost all of Eastern Europe. So these satellite states that kept them powerful and kept their loyalty to the USSR and Russia are now all revolting against them. So there's about 1 million fires the USSR has to put out. One of the fires they do put out is they withdraw from Afghanistan. Really not a defeat, not a victory though either. Just kind of a withdrawal led by Gorbachev, again showing the USSR's inability to win a conflict against a smaller power. 1989, the Berlin Wall falls. We talked about that a lot yesterday. 1991, the communist leaders view Gorbachev as a weak leader, so they attempt a coup against him. It's an attempt, so they don't successfully overthrow him. But just later on that year, in September, actually, they had voted to dissolve the USSR. And so just a couple months later, after September, on Christmas Day of 1991, Gorbachev stepped down from office and resigns as president of the USSR. And the very next day, December 26th, the USSR is taken over by a new Russian government that had been voted on in parliament earlier in September, and the USSR is officially dissolved. So those really from the beginning of Gorbachev's rule, all the way just for 5 years, just a steady decline in the USSR's power and a steady decline in Gorbachev's desire to maintain that power. It really does seem like he was trying to usher in a new era of Russian government. Maybe he didn't expect it to result in him stepping down and them losing all the satellite states, but it does seem like this was the intentional route that the USSR was taking under Gorbachev, and it dissolves on December 26th of 1991. That is all I have for you guys. I've attached this PowerPoint so that you can watch this video here. It goes a little bit more into depth about the economic principles that led to the fall of the USSR, and kind of covers stuff I talked about yesterday as well, if you didn't get that. So this PowerPoint is on Moodle, so watch this video. It's for your viewing pleasure, and review Tuesday's lesson and Wednesday's lesson kind of as one, so that you can get a full picture of the fall of the USSR and the end of the Cold War. Hope you guys have a great day. Remember to do the review assignment on Thursday and take the quizzes on Friday, because Monday is your final test in my class for the year. Hope you guys have a great day. See you later.